Sarah McGibany joins us now, but we got a great show before we get into our conversation. Dave Thompson with Woods Basement Systems joins us in just a few short minutes. Also, Patty Rose with the Granite City APA is going to join us in the 10 o'clock hour. They have their annual trivia night coming up here very shortly. Plus, Lori Pryor from Fashion Addict is back on the show after yesterday. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, Sarah. But that's okay, because right now we're talking about all the great things getting ready to come our way here in the River Bend. And first of all, you're Sarah McGibany here with Alton Main Street, the tree lighting ceremony, a tradition's back in business, huh?
Absolutely. We are back in person, and we are going to be at Lincoln Douglas Square this Friday night. Santa Claus arrives at 6 o'clock.
Rudolph leading the way.
We will have Rudolph. We will have Frosty. The whole gang will be there. Some elves sprinkled in.
Did you say Frosty?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's exciting. And also a good friend of mine and former co-worker across the river, Steve Potter, going to be hosting the event I saw. So that'll be a great ad, too.
Yes, he'll be emceeing for us. We'll have a number of speakers. We'll have the Rotary Club. They're the ones that provide the beautiful tree for our community. Their president, Antoine Williams, is going to speak. The Tree of Lights campaign will be kicked off by the Salvation Army crew. We'll have a blessing of the tree, and then Mayor Goins will light the tree up right around 6:45 or so.
That's perfect. And you know, the tree lighting ceremony, like I was telling people yesterday, everyone has a memory of going to it or just being a part of it. I won a little scooter one time, and never won anything else in my life, but at least I won the scooter, you know. And talk to us about how long have you guys been a part of this? Has to be years and years, almost a couple of decades now, right?
I think we've counted 28th annual, as close we can tell, digging back through the records. Yeah, so it's been going on for a generation now.
That's fantastic. And now on Friday, if someone brings the littles, are you guys still doing giveaways for toys, or is that not a part of it? I completely forgot to look.
No problem. We actually have received from Funky Planet Toys and Gifts. They put together a little gift bag for each child so they can sit on Santa's lap and visit and tell them what they want for Christmas, and then they'll walk away with a nice little treat. Yep, for sure. We also have Ameren for the first time this year. Ameren Energy Efficiency is going to be down at the square, and they're going to be doing a holiday light exchange. So if you bring along a burned out strand of holiday lights, you can trade up for a free LED string in either white or colored. So make sure to bring one of those along. A couple other things you might want to stick in the car when you come down. Every year we do what we call the Castle of Cans food drive. We create a gigantic castle right at the foot of the Lincoln and Douglas statues of all kinds of non-perishable food items, so canned goods or anything like that. We also have a winter wear drive that is going on in partnership with Imperial Manufacturing. So if you have any lightly used coats, hats, gloves, blankets, that sort of thing, we are collecting those for Community Hope Center. So do a little good while you come down and have a fun kickoff to your holiday season.
That's fantastic. And like I said, you guys do a great job. And I figured that there'd be so much things for kids to experience and enjoy. And this family's, and it's great for somebody that's a younger parent that doesn't have a lot of money to spend to go, to all the crazy Christmas events. This is a great way to kind of still get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's free. So there'll be cocoa and cookies and caroling and things like that. And also trolley rides, free horse and carriage rides, and everything is free. So just come down and enjoy.
Hold on. Did you say trolley? Is the Alton Trolley back for the event?
Unfortunately, we don't have a local trolley company anymore. We've got to go across the bridge, but we do have them booked from 5:30 to 7:30. They'll be running a continuous loop between Lincoln Douglas Square and right out front of the RiverBender building here at 3rd and Bell.
That is fantastic. I'm excited. That is so cool. That is so cool. I'm in the Christmas mood now. After seeing the snow yesterday, just a little bit going down, Christian Hill, I am ready for this, and it'll be this Friday. But there's still a lot more that you guys have coming up down the bend. Green Gift Bazaar. When is that coming up, and what do we need to know about it?
Oh, absolutely. We have the Green Gift Bazaar coming up on Small Business Saturday. If you're not familiar with that whole concept, that is basically a big shop small movement across the country that lands right between a Black Friday and Cyber Monday, where we remind everyone that it's very important to think of your locally owned mom and pop shops for your gift giving. So we try to do a big campaign around that every year. We will have a big brochure. I think we have have somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 different shops that have submitted different specials and sales and refreshments and giveaways and things that they're doing for the occasion. So we will be handing those brochures out at the Green Gift Bazaar. That is happening at 2 different locations this year to help spread out the crowd.
Really?
We'll have vendors at both Post Commons as well as Jacoby Art Center from 10 to 4. And we say Green Gift Bazaar. It is a partnership between Alton Main Street and the Sierra Club. It's actually the 20th annual event, and it is all environmentally friendly gift ideas. So we're talking handmade, upcycled, recycled, fair trade, everything like that. So.
Well, and I told people a couple of days ago, we had on a couple of local businesses, Paragon Games, and talking about Small Business Saturday and Black Friday sales. I tell people, why go to Amazon? There's like 300 people that bought Grandma's toaster already. Go to, go to something like this where you can support local and find something unique for somebody. It's such a great experience with that. And then plus to have all these different vendors, this has been kind of a constant event. How has it grown over the years?
Oh, we have been moving it all over the place to find bigger locations and things. But yeah, we've actually landed that we have so many interested vendors now that we can't even fit everyone in one spot. So we had to split it into 2 events. But of course, that's exactly what Alton Main Street is here for, is to get shoppers to come and visit the district. And if we can draw them in for this big, cool event, then encourage them to, while they're down here, shop and dine, have lunch, things like that.
Right.
So we are here to make the cash registers ring in downtown Alton. So we help you cross everybody off your list, hopefully in one swoop that weekend.
And too, you hit it perfect, because Post Commons and Jacoby's like the perfect distance away from each other too, where you aren't too far away, but you're far enough away not to be in the, and cluttered up and all, congested in there. That's perfect. And also, coming up too, actually I have one more question about Green Gift Bazaar, because I'm just curious. Is there any, there's no price to walk through the doors, right? It's just
Correct.
to,
no entry fee to shop or anything.
That's perfect. You can't even beat that. I mean, that's just, it's good. Honestly, I get copies. I'll just walk through and start looking at everything and then go, CJ, you haven't bought anything. You got to actually buy now too, That's
my problem is I buy for myself and I forget my gift list and I start thinking, oh, I want that.
I did. You know what? I actually did that before. I had this whole thing. It was like a couple of weeks before. I thought, we could be good. I don't have to worry about rushing Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve to buy gifts. And I went and I looked and I'm like, oh man, this is all stuff that it's probably going to be in my room or for me, or in my living room or something. You're right. Also, another thing that's been really cool I wanted to ask you about was what you guys were doing at Jacoby's Art Center with the Finding Robert Wadlow statue and things like that. Is it okay if because that was really cool. Talk to us about that, and we'll ask you about the First Fridays coming up too.
Absolutely, yeah. We have our third and final First Fridays of the season that is coming up on Friday, December 2nd. So First Fridays is what we call a late night shopping and art experience. So a lot of people, work 9 to 5, and a lot of the shops close at 5 or maybe 6, so they don't really get an opportunity to get out and check out some of these, new shops or visit some of their familiar favorites. So First Fridays is a night where we encourage all of our local shops and galleries to stay open late until 9 p.m. And we have a free shuttle that runs a continuous loop. We have 19 different locations that are going to be participating in December, so it is a lot to see. A lot of people think, gosh, we really have like 20 some odd retail stores downtown, and we absolutely do. There's more all the time. So again, check out some of these new cool shops that you might not have gotten to see yet. We do a little incentive where if you get 10 stamps on your passport that night, you get a $10 gift certificate to any of the participating businesses. So that's a good way to get a little stocking stuffer for somebody, or get a little discount from if you wanted to go buy a bigger gift at one of these locations. And then what you were mentioning, the Where's Wadlow is something that we came up with this year. It was actually idea from Sydney Rushing from Rushmore Boutique. She saw this online that a different community was doing Where's Waldo, and she thought, wouldn't that be cute for us to do here? And so the more we thought about it, the more we thought, well, why not give it an Alton spin? Instead of Where's Waldo, let's do Where's Wadlow.
That is so cool.
We had a local graphic designer actually transition the look of Waldo over to Wadlow, and then another artist fabricated it here. So it's actually a little statue that's about a foot tall, and we hide Wadlow in one of the different participants, and basically that you're on a scavenger hunt. You are looking for that Wadlow statue, and if you find him, you win a $100 gift certificate to any of the participants.
Cool. That is so cool. And I saw you guys doing that, and I thought, what a neat thing, because I love doing, new ideas or borrowing from another community. But when you can put your own spin on it, that's what makes it fun. That is so cool. Couple more questions for you. And that's, I want to circle back. Is there anything else I'm forgetting coming up for you guys before I circle back to my many crazy ideas that are going through my head right now.
Those are the three biggies. We also do have a mural grant program going on.
Oh, yes, please. And I was in a
good thing to mention for sure. Yeah, right out here on the block, right down the street from the Riverbender here. We just had a local artist, Jen Muscarella. She just completed a utility box mural. That was from a couple of years ago. They had to relocate all of the utilities from the basements up to the ground level to help with flooding and things, which we totally understand. But unfortunately, they ended up right in the middle of our garden beds, and they're kind of an eyesore. So we thought, why not turn that into an asset instead?
Right.
So Jenna has painted a beautiful, beautiful mural, and that you can see photos of on RiverBender.com. If you wanted to check out the article from yesterday, but we encourage you to come down and see it in real life. And it's right in front of Bossa Nova Restaurant Lounge. So go out for drinks or cocktails and go and take a look for yourself with the beautiful new mural.
You're absolutely right. And Jenna's been on this show before whenever she was a part of the Edwardsville Art Fair that was going on. She is an excellent artist. And I was telling people, we really have a renaissance here in our community right now. Everywhere you look, there's so many great artists. And how has that been for you, with Alton Main Street, finding a way to utilize and kind of bring together the local artist scene with the local business community?
Oh, it's really one of the favorite perks of the job.
Right.
We partner with Jacoby Art Center quite a bit. Rachel Lappin, the executive director over there, is actually on our board as well. She's our design committee chair, and that is basically dealing with anything aesthetic downtown. And of course, she's a huge champion of public art, so we've really been focusing on that this year especially. We also have a couple of additional murals that have applied for grants that are in progress right now, so those should be finished up here in the next couple of weeks. So
that's so cool.
Nice little splash of art at the end of the year that we were able to get into play here.
I love it because it just adds something even more neat about the community and the town in general. Well, I want to circle back to the Christmas tree lighting ceremony this Friday. So how long is this going to run, just so I have it all right? Because, I don't remember what I had for breakfast about an hour ago.
Totally get it. The whole thing lasts under an hour. We used to promote it goes from 6 to 7 o'clock, but then people would come down and say, "Oh my gosh, it's already over." And it's a pretty, depending on the temperatures and how long each of the speakers talk. If it's really cold, those speakers will keep it short and sweet, and it might be closer to 35 minutes instead of 45. So I would say definitely arrive right around 6 o'clock. Get in line for Santa. The Girl Scouts will be caroling. We'll have the Great Rivers Choral Society singing some carols. So just kind of mingle around. The square is usually packed full of people. So, just 20, 30 minutes or so, just mingle around, and then we'll get the party started, and it will all definitely be wrapped up by about 6:45.
You're absolutely right, because if I was speaking and if it's 20 degrees, thank you, Merry Christmas, and good night. But I am so excited for it, and really looking forward to the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And once again, Small Business Saturday. Is this an all-day-long thing for the Green Gift Bazaar, or is there a time period where we have to go?
And that goes from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. But we will have the brochure that has all of the shops and restaurants, and we'll have all of their hours on there as well. So you can definitely continue on past 4.
Cool.
But that is when the event will be going on.
That's what I wanted to make sure of. And I'm just so excited. I love what you guys have done with Jacoby's Art Center First Friday. Are you going to bring that back next year or in the next cycle when it's ready to go again?
Probably so. It's turning out to be a really good fall event, getting everybody really ramped up for holiday shopping, and just reminding people to think downtown first, shop small first, and try to get as many people crossed off your list locally before you hit the big boxes or Amazon.
Well, Sarah, my goal with you is to make sure that we don't utilize Amazon as much, because I'm ready to start making us some small business millionaires in town, and because it all comes back to our community. I get it's like Amazon isn't going to put into your Little League team what, the local bakery shop's going to do and take care of your family and do. I mean, there's so much our community does with small business, and you do such a great job of promoting it. Is there anything else that I am forgetting that we want to get across today?
Oh, gosh, I would just say for, a wealth of information about, complete shopping and dining directory, an event schedule, everything we do, make sure to jump on our website. That is downtownalton.com.
I love it, by the way. I think that website's a great name. I thought it was going to be Alton Main Street, and then I looked, and I'm like, oh my God, I like that.
We do have altonmainstreet.org that points to the same thing. But yeah, RiverBender actually helped us redesign our site a handful of years ago. So it's nice. There's all kinds of, great homepage, rotating thing of what's new and stuff. So yeah, jump on often, and you'll get a good glimpse of what's coming up in the downtown district.
And I promise you, I did not know that ahead of time for a little bit of an endorsement for John and the guys upstairs. Sarah McGibany, thank you so much for your time. And I'm looking forward to seeing you Friday and Small Business Saturday for the Green Spring Gift Bazaar. And if you have time, check out First Fridays, the last installment of it until it comes back in a couple months, or I guess fall, right?
Next fall, yep.
There you go. It's 9:14 in the heart of the Riverbend. Take a quick break. We'll come right back with more conversation after this.